healing crystals, skincare routines, knitting a sweater, fitting in jeans. With Katie and Sarah, no need to worry, you're on a lady journey.
And we're starting.
And we're back.
And we're starting.
Welcome to Lady Journey.
Welcome to Lady Journey. We have Natalie Cuomo. Hey,
Thanks for
girl.
having me.
Thanks for coming by.
I like your red. Look at your horse nail polish. I love this. Is this gel?
You wouldn't believe it. I had an hour to kill and I just did this.
You did this yourself? It looks good.
Like a few minutes ago across
you
the
got
street.
this done. Oh, I was like, I can't believe you did your nails. Amazing.
They look
No, it
really
looks
good.
very good.
I like that red.
I don't even paint my nails, and I posted a photo of myself, and I was like, "Do my nails look crazy?" And someone was like, "I love how dirty your nails are. It makes you look like a human." I'm like, I need to paint my nails.
Was
that a guy?
Yeah.
Probably.
That's a weirdo comment. Jerking off to your nails.
Like
your
Sir.
dirty nails.
Yeah, you're like, no, they're prettier.
No, I have
Jerk off to this.
Yes.
I know. I want to do nails, but it's such an upkeep or
It
like.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love looking at it. So when you're
It
you
does.
when you have your nails done, you're like, who, me?
Exactly.
you're
Yeah.
just voguing everywhere.
Everything is fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is
Well,
fun.
I prefer to get a pedicure. I don't like to sit for a manicure because it hurts my back and I don't
Yes.
like looking
Eye
into their
contact?
face.
Yeah.
I like to just have them below me. That sounds horrific. I'm so sorry. I'm terrified of saying the wrong thing and yet I keep doing it.
Keep doing it.
Thank you for returning. Lady Journey. So you're married now.
Yes,
So
yes.
this is your wedding band.
Yes, just a band.
Beautiful,
Cute.
beautiful.
Thank you.
What went into your choice to get the wedding band? Because I'm gonna go look at mine soon now.
I wanted something simple that I wasn't gonna get tired of.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I wore the engagement ring for like a year and a half and I really loved it. But I was like, I want something that's going to be very like simple and
Like low key for every day.
yeah, the band
Yeah.
was super thick and I started like really feeling it by the end of the day of the engagement ring.
Right.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
my criteria for rings. I don't like a thick ring.
Yes.
Because I can feel it or I'm going to fiddle with it
Yes.
nonstop.
I don't want to like think about it being there. I don't want to
Right.
take it on and off. I just
Yeah.
wanna,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
so I like that it has like a little sparkle to it.
Yeah.
I got it on Etsy.
I
It's really
love
pretty.
it.
Etsy's
Yeah.
great.
Cute.
And I keep meaning to go there. But it seems complicated even though I know
Etsy's
it's not.
It's confusing because it'll be like a young artist and that's their shop in like Oregon or it's like
China.
Yeah.
I know.
It's like Bangong province. And you're like, wait, where is this coming from?
Is this drop shipping? I
Yeah.
feel like these are Amazon products that with an Etsy storefront.
It's so bizarre.
It's
I
very
can't,
strange.
Differentiate. I think Danny Palmer works for them, and I just talked to him
yeah.
about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's fun.
They're working on it.
yeah.
It's the inside.
Oh, that's
scoop.
The inside scoop.
so. How was your wedding? The last time I talked to you, which was pre-wedding, you were
Yes.
considering going for some wooden flowers.
It's so funny because I was listening to your past episode and
Right.
I recognized the brand of the wooden flowers or the
Oh my
other
gosh.
flowers that you said.
Oh,
But
Ling's Moments.
Yes.
I remember like looking at them.
Oh yeah,
But-
they have like nice stuff, but you look and you're like, okay, this is still really expensive. Like, let's
I
be honest, this is
know.
plastic.
I gotta look at
I
things
know.
moment. You guys talk, and I will Google image.
Yeah, Sharon needs to Google it.
You do,
'Cause
yes.
right now, I don't have anything in my mind.
And I wound up using real flowers.
Oh, you
I
did?
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, what was your, do you mind sharing your flower budget and how you worked within the flower budget?
Yes, my flower budget was $3,000.
Oh, that's so reasonable.
It
that's
is.
great.
It sounds crazy to say.
It feels great. Like if you were at any other
I know.
occasion,
But that was
you're like,
actually
oh yeah, I just
like-
spent $3,000 on flowers. It's like, oh no, seek help.
But it actually like was it was like $3,000 and then I was also like gonna post about her.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, so you got a little deal.
A little bit of a
Yeah.
deal.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and she really like made it so nice. I
Mhm.
mean, because if you get real flowers, it's like $5,000. So
Oh, yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
crazy. She wound up doing a really awesome job, and yeah, we did like it's so funny because I wanted like an arch, but if she brought an arch, it would be extra. So I
A
thought,
flower arch.
yes,
Yes.
I thought I would just use what the venue had, and all they had was a huppah. So
oh yeah, it's fine.
she just decorated one and was like, no one would notice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're doing. Actually, we're like, whatever, we're working. I'm gonna throw a scarf on it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine.
So we did that, and we just had like a sunflower theme.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
What was your wedding date again?
July 14th.
Yes. Okay. That's the day
Summer.
before my birthday.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's my birthday, July 15th.
Ooh.
So yeah, sunflowers.
Yes.
That's very in line with the summer theme.
Yeah, it was fun.
amazing. What were the highlights of your wedding?
Ooh, okay.
Just give me top three. Give me top three. Oh, and then also top three lowlights. Was there any drama?
Oh my God. All right. So highlights would be the ceremony was really nice.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, that was really fun. Our dance was like us dancing together was really fun.
Yeah.
So cute.
And I think me and Dan, like the time we spent together away from people was really nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Natalie. Can
Yeah.
I say something? When we did your podcast, remember we did it like a long time ago.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
And you mentioned something about Dan, but you guys weren't dating. But you were like, oh, blah, 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 Dan. And I, in my mind, was like, she likes Dan. So I just want you to know that
She knew.
we knew about it before you did.
I'm impressed with you guys.
Yeah.
Intuition.
Intuition. Oh, a mother knows.
Yes. Yes.
So, okay. What was the drama? Top three lowlights.
Okay.
Yeah, the hard part.
The hard part.
So, well, this is crazy. Dan's dad is like infamously like the dancer. Like he like brings the party
so
to the dance
fun.
floor, and he's like getting into like the first or second song, and he tore his meniscus of his knee.
Oh my God.
Like,
how
during the
insane.
Like, yeah, he was just dancing, and he just like, I know.
Did you have to call 911?
He was really, no. I mean, so his mom is a nurse, so there were like actually a lot of doctors and nurses there.
Okay.
Nice.
And they were like, they like wrapped it in ice. He took like an edible and like
That's the way a baby boomer toughs it out. It's like, put an ass pack on it.
yeah, he's like, I'm fine. He's like dancing with a broom, but you could tell that he was like, it was like he had to get surgery like a few days later.
Oh God.
Oh my
That's
God.
rough. Well, that's why you got to warm up before you dance
It
at a
was-
wedding. You got to
it
do
was
a
crazy.
pre-wedding yoga.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I feel
That's
like
great.
that's the time that you tear your meniscus. Do you know it's never
Yeah.
when you are like climbing a ladder, you know what I
Yeah.
like doing something strenuous work. It's like the moment where you're like, I'm ready to cut loose, and then your
I'm
fucking
going to enjoy my son's wedding.
meniscus or your Achilles tendon rips apart, and you're like, thank you.
yeah.
I was not anticipating tragedy like that.
No, it was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, and
also-
then it's your day.
Yeah. It looks like it's my day now.
You're like, we're gonna have to wheel you over here into this room.
I know that's like the perfect. Is my hair getting staticky? We're just moving out of the studio, and a couple episodes ago, my hair was just going up. Dry. It's dry season. But I also love that because that's like perfectly harmless wedding drama because you want a
Yes.
little drama.
Right.
You don't want a
Right.
boring wedding. You just want a slight family injury, non-threatening.
Yes,
Right.
just a slight one.
Yeah.
No, it did like, I will say there wasn't much dancing at our wedding because of it, you know?
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
is,
nobody danced after that?
it killed the vibe for sure. Like,
He's just on the ground like,
Like something's out there on the dance floor taking people out.
the DJ like really cares. He's like about if people are dancing. Like when you have the Zoom with the DJ, he's like, I get people dancing, you know?
Yeah.
oh,
It's
that's his like
insulting.
point
Yes,
of pride.
Yeah.
Right. That's how he like judges his set, you know?
So did
Yeah.
the music playlist change after that?
Well, it did a little bit. Like he started just going for like 2000s like emo hits, which I didn't
Right.
put on at all. But since I was the only one dancing, I was like, let's just do what I like, I guess. Because
Yeah.
I had originally tried to like do classic wedding stuff, but then I was
Right.
like, let's just play Fall Out Boy. Like
Why
no one else is here.
Yes. I love that. That's very
Yes.
on brand for you.
Yeah.
I haven't committed to this yet, but my idea for my music for my wedding is to do 90s.
Ooh.
Only
that's a good
90s.
one.
Yeah, because then it's easier dancing music, I
Yes.
feel like,
Yeah.
where it's like, it's not something that you feel like you need to like do moves. You can kind of like move a little like this. I'm not going to be dancing that much. I'm just not I'm going to be like,
Dancing gal.
I'm not a dancing gal. I want to sit. I want to enjoy. I want to like say hi to people.
Yes.
So if other people want to dance, that's fine. And I'll be out there a little bit.
I did it. I was only on the dance floor because it's a great way to avoid awkward family members.
Yeah, you're like, sorry, bye bye. Oh, can't hug. I'm over here. Yeah. So do you guys have a honeymoon in the books? Are you planning something?
We did like a week upstate, and then
Ooh,
that was fun.
Perfect.
And then we did like our tour, we counted as like a honeymoon tour.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's so fun.
So you did stand up on your tour, because I talked to a comic who did that. He wasn't planning, and then there was a club at where they were, and he said, "Don't ever do that, because you're on your special day, and then if you bomb,
Then you're like, fuck.
it puts a damper on the trip." Where did you guys go on the tour?
So we did like a bunch of European and
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
like Europe and UK.
Yeah.
So we did like 10 cities. It was really fun. And it was like 3 weeks.
Ooh, I love
that's
this.
Yeah, it was cool. It was fun.
Yeah.
What was your favorite city that you went to?
I liked Copenhagen, Amsterdam,
Ooh.
London.
How do you and Dan travel together?
Yes,
Is it? Are you guys on the same eating plans? Is he a late eater, early eater?
He eats like, he likes late night snacking.
Gotcha.
okay.
And
I
it's
could see that.
hard to
I could see
it's
that.
hard to not indulge. It really is.
Oh my God.
is.
It's really
Whoever
hard.
has the worst habits wins.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's so true.
Yeah.
Literally last night he's like, let's order, it's 10 o'clock. He's like, let's order chicken nuggets. I'm like, no. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm
Oh my
like,
gosh.
it's so hard
Yeah.
to resist.
It
And you're
is.
gonna have like one or two of them.
At the least.
At least.
At the least, yeah.
Like,
were in
how,
the late
how
night.
will I
Once
not?
you get going,
Yeah.
you're like, we got to order more.
Yeah, I know.
Get a couple boxes. Well,
Yeah.
I find traveling, I'm always off my schedule anyway.
Yeah,
You know, where
yeah.
I'm like, I want to be a little naughty. I need to feel free. I
Yeah.
need to feel like I try the local cuisine.
Yeah.
Was Dan running around and stuff while you were out there?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, that's
actually.
good.
So it was
Yeah.
fun. We got to like explore together, which was really nice.
Oh, that's good.
And yeah, it was really fun. I will say that like it was the most traveling in like a short period that I've had. So my body was very like,
It's intense.
I came home, I had like a sinus infection and an ear infection. I was just like,
Yes.
you get it from the
Well,
plane.
You're exposed to also different germs. I do get sick quite a bit if I travel or go to somewhere that's completely different.
right.
I have different allergies too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is annoying. There's nothing worse than going on a trip and then getting hit with diarrhea.
Yeah. And then you're on your way back and you're like, I just had my vacation. I should be well rested. And you're like, I'm exhausted.
I know.
I need
You're like,
a
I need
week
to
off.
rest.
Yeah.
100%.
Get any cool like souvenirs like for your place together or like even yourself? Are you a shopper when you travel?
Did you guys, sorry, I know we have lots of questions.
We have a lot of questions. Do you shop when you travel? Do you
Wait,
shop?
did you guys live together before you got married?
Yeah.
Okay, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We no, like we honestly, it was like 3 weeks and we didn't want to check a bag.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we felt like we couldn't get anything. Like I literally I got a Paddington bear
Okay.
That's cute.
and I got I got socks and like a little troll in Norway.
Okay.
I just
yeah.
Well, globalization these days, you can get everything online.
Yeah, I really I could have. Oh, you know what happened though? I did the airline lost my bag.
Assholes.
So you did end up checking.
What airline?
Well, they made me at the gate, Lufthansa.
Oh.
Okay.
And they lost it, and I thought I was gonna have to buy all new stuff.
Oh no.
So I bought like all new stuff in Scotland, and then
Kilts.
yes, exactly.
Just full wool in the summer. Yeah.
And then like the next day after I got off stage and I had been like throwing a fit, I got this call and they were like, "Hi Natalie, like your bag is back." And I'm like, fuck, I have
Oh my God.
I actually do. I did have like, I went to Urban Outfitters and Victoria's Secret because this is what happened. I got my period.
Right.
I had my
Oh,
period.
God, yeah.
And so I just had like bloody underwear
Right.
that I was wearing.
We've all been there.
and that's literally it. Like
Yeah.
I had, and my backpack with my
Yeah.
computer in it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you're fucking kidding me.
Yeah. I'd be throwing a fit.
And no, I was like, this is all my stuff for like the next 2 weeks.
Oh, so this was right when you went over.
It was
Right in
like
the
4
beginning.
cities in. Yeah.
Wow.
So
How
yeah.
did they lose it? Did you have to check it at a weird time or?
Yeah, we had like a weird layover, checked it at the gate. They didn't lose Dan's. That's why I was just, and when we got on the-
Misogyny.
yeah. It was,
Misogyny.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's worse in Europe.
But yeah, so then I wound up having a whole new wardrobe from Scotland.
Wow.
Actually, these pants, this whole outfit, I've been wearing it nonstop this
very
week.
cute.
My
Very
Scottish
cute,
wardrobe,
cozy.
actually.
I feel like I find sometimes my favorite clothing pieces are things someone's left at my house.
Yes.
A lost and found piece out of necessity. Or like, because I remember we had our bag stolen and when we were in Sacramento and we had to buy all new stuff. And
Yeah.
lady, Heather from Rooster Teeth Feathers, gave me this North Face jacket, and now it's like my favorite.
Yes.
And it's something I would never buy. So I feel like when you have forced to shop, that you're like, I actually really like all this stuff, because it wouldn't be anything I'd buy beforehand.
Yeah, it's all these like wide leg jeans, and I never would have worn that. They're all the rage in Glasgow. I never would wear wide leg jeans. Now I have these 2 pairs, and I can't stop wearing them.
Well, they're
I
so
love wide
updated.
legs. Yeah.
Are you still doing skinny jeans? You're still a skinny jeans gal?
I hate shopping. Like
Right.
I hate
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
I hate it. So I have just like some Levi's. I like to throw on a t-shirt.
It's really like my fantasy. I do have a maladaptive fantasy of just like, oh my gosh, I have to shop last minute. Like, oh God, I have to jet set to a tropical land, and then I have to like shop in the casino. Like, what? I have to dress kind of like a baby boomer mom, but I'm like, what? I love it.
I know.
Like
Yeah.
sparkly turtleneck, but no sleeves.
My friend who
turtleneck,
listens to
no
this
sleeves.
podcast, she gets someone from Nordstrom to pick out outfits.
Ooh.
And she,
That would be nice.
whenever she goes on
Yes.
trips, and I'm like, I want that.
Yeah, I want
I want to live in a fantasy world.
yeah.
Where they're like, here's your Nashville outfits.
Yeah,
and it's
Instacart
slightly
for-
cowboy outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But who has the space for that in New York?
Oh, I know. It's so true.
Yeah, to be all the personalities that you want to be.
I know.
Yeah, you just have to be boring. That's kind of my thing I'm going for.
How many people are you going to have at your wedding?
I don't know yet. We're waiting on some RSVPs, but I think it's shaping up to be 80, but I hope
Okay,
it's going to
nice.
be a little more.
Yeah.
I hope that more people are going to come. We invited 100. So I'd like it to be closer to 100, because it feels like if we're going to do it.
Yeah.
So like everybody, come.
Yeah.
People
So.
do like second rounds of invitations too. If you,
I'm gonna do. I think I have a B list. I have a
Yeah,
B
if I'm on
list.
it. No, I'm just-
Yeah. Well, oh no, don't worry. I will invite you if I have wine around you. So that's all it takes. Just give me a glass of wine, and you're my bridesmaid.
How many did you have at yours?
I had 3
3.
bridesmaids.
Oh, 3
Oh,
bridesmaids.
is that what you're asking?
I thought
Oh
you
no, he
guessed.
said bridesmaids.
I was
Okay,
like,
yes.
No, that's sad.
Yeah, I know. I was like, huh? And 3,000 for flowers. I was like, you know what? That's an interesting choice. But I love that.
we had 150, but Dan
Okay,
has
yeah.
the biggest. Like it was
He's
like
got a
half
big
his
family,
family. Yeah.
Oh, so Dan.
Where's this side from?
Jersey.
Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought he was like Georgia. Why is that in my head? I've just already been like, you're an Atlanta boy.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
He does seem a little southern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Now I know Dan went viral because his grandmother has the board of
Yes.
like she ranks her grandkids. Did you elevate him at all on the board? Are you on the board?
Well, I'm not on the board.
Okay,
No,
it's
but
only for
on the
the
board.
full-blooded grandkids.
It's for the grandkids. I don't know. I made the video, so
You made the video.
yeah,
There you go.
I do feel like the grandma likes me from making the video.
Of course.
We should at least not be last place.
yeah, exactly.
I
have like I really like editing and stuff like that. Like if you want, I like really like editing together videos and ideas and stuff. Like I like that side of things also.
Oh, that's
Yes.
cool. Well, it was you were responsible for it going viral then. If you were behind the scenes on that one.
I was behind the scenes. I mean, the concept was really very cool that she does that and they have a funny interaction.
Is it every
together.
year?
So she's just always ranking them. Like she's always ranking who her favorite grandchild is. And then basically the video is him being like, I got a tattoo. Like, where am I on the rank? And then he moves her down.
Oh.
I mean, she moves him down.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's great. It was very funny. Very funny. Now, back to the 3 bridesmaids. Did you do like a bachelorette party or anything like that?
No, it was honestly horrible finding bridesmaids.
It was tough. Yeah.
Miserable.
Really?
I just I don't operate like that. And Dan, he had 4 groomsmen, wanted a 5th. I was like, you're killing me.
Oh my God. You had to do.
When one's an extrovert and the other's an introvert,
Yes.
you're like in the wedding,
This
you're
is
making me look like a
embarrassing.
loser.
No, literally, I look like such a loser.
This is where it shows up.
And you want to be like, the difference is my relationships are tight and theirs is very superficial. So I just want to clarify
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Thank
These
you.
are. Yeah. It's a lot of acquaintances. So funny. So, who were your bridesmaids?
2 of my friends and his cousin.
Okay. That's great.
I just can't, like, I don't know. I just can't.
You know what? It's a weird. We actually did wedding traditions on here one time, and the tradition of bridesmaids is like a strange
I didn't
ancient
do 'em.
Greek
Dude.
tradition. Yeah, we're not doing it. We're both introverts. So.
Don't
I
you
had
feel
my
like you're gonna ask someone and they're gonna be like, me, bitch? We're not even close.
Yeah.
Like, you're a loser.
Will you guys be my bridesmaids? I ask you now.
It also just felt, first of all, whenever, I've been asked, it's like, then you're asking people to spend money. And I just didn't feel, and then being like, I have a vision. I need you to be a part of this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
to
you're
round up, it's like rounding up feral cats, even though I do feel like most of my girlfriends are very responsible. I just don't have the mental real estate. So I just went with my sister and I said, you can wear whatever.
That's nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
And that was the easiest.
It's like, yeah, people put an intensity to it that it doesn't. It's like you're not making a cabinet right now.
Right,
Like,
right.
You'll be the czar of decor. You'll be my go-to
Yes.
when there's an emergency.
yes, exactly.
No,
Yeah.
it's like a lot of wedding traditions are antiquated. I just went to one and she didn't do the tossing of the bouquet. She just gave it to her mom.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun.
That's nice.
What, did she like pretend like she was going to throw it and then she like presented it?
Oh no, she made a whole speech of like why she didn't want to do it, and then also like again, sometimes like weddings are some of those traditions work better when you're like 22.
Yes. Yeah. You realize you're like, oh, this is for people that are their brains aren't developed.
Right.
That's
like,
kind of the whole wedding, and you're like, oh, I'm 38.
I know. Like the idea of like also people like registering for gifts at 38 was really ridiculous to be like we don't have plates.
Right.
Right.
Help us.
Yeah, so we did a honey pot
Yeah.
thing. So that made more
Yeah.
sense to us. So that's why like wedding traditions, some of them don't make sense at certain areas in your life. They're very specific for people's individual needs, I think, these days.
Is it called a honey pot?
Is it? Or is that the name of the panty
Oh.
liner?
I think the honey pot
Is the panty liner
is the
that's
panty
mint.
liner
Wow.
that's mint.
It's a
Yeah,
honey
no, it's a
fun.
honey fun. That's so funny because I was like, a
I made
honey
them put
pot
them
is
in my
also
panty
like
liner.
a honey pot is like the girl on 007 that like tries to fuck you.
Yes. My name is Agent Honeypot.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like call you out like I was correcting you. That's insane. That would be insane. Is it a honey pot?
Thank you.
Sarah, we've talked about this.
It's fine. I'm not going to be when I get home. Like, that's it. I am not working with
Kitty
Katie
corrected
anymore.
Honey pot.
So what's next for you? Are you planning another tour? Are you in town for a little while?
Yeah, I'm like mid touring,
Yeah.
going
Yes.
to a bunch of random places next month.
That's fun. Where are
Yeah.
you going?
New Mexico, San Francisco, Atlanta,
Ooh,
just
those are
really
good.
scattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it'll be fun.
Do you like San Francisco?
I've only been to Pleasanton. I've never been to like San Francisco.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a
I'm
cute
excited.
town.
Yeah.
It's like a place that you can only really go to do comedy because like any other time you're like, it's really expensive. You're like, I can't afford it.
Yes.
I just
Yeah.
remember in the summer, and there's a quote, the coldest I've ever been was in the summer of San Francisco.
Really?
Windy.
Yeah, it's colder than you think because you're like,
Wow.
it's California, it's summer.
Yeah.
I can wear shorts. It's fucking cold at night.
It's north.
Yeah,
It's far up there. It's basically like Seattle.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
right.
is there anything, what are you into these days?
Yes. What's your journey? What are you going with?
Okay, so I don't know if this is crazy, but I am just really obsessed with Emily in Paris lately.
I get it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
I-
gone too far.
Well, it's always like, doesn't it always feel like already this new season's here? Like it happens so fast compared to other TV programming.
Yeah.
And then the previous season, I'm always like, this is so corny. Why am I doing this?
I know.
And then you watch it and you're like, I really, really love it. And I
Yeah.
do feel like it's the guy that did Sex in the City, Darren Star.
Yes.
And some of it, it's hokey and cheesy, but with story arc, they're so good
Yeah.
on keeping you. It's almost like he's cracked the code of like how to keep people engaged on the storyline. And the men
Yeah.
on there are probably the most attractive men
It's crazy.
I've ever seen on any special or any series on any TV show ever in the history of TV.
Wow.
It's hit my man fancy.
No,
Yes.
the men on there it's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
The old, the younger,
Everyone.
the mid-range, the gays.
Yeah.
They're all,
Amazing.
and the style,
The style is crazy.
I love it.
I like how intentional it is, but it is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's almost on par. Like, I don't think it's not the same stylist of Sex in the City, but
Right.
whoever's doing the style has the same vibe as a Carrie Bradshaw. It's just a little bit more, I would say, more put together than Carrie,
Yeah.
but it's very high end
Mm-hmm.
and out of,
Over the
it's
top.
almost like court. It looks like a court jester outfit, but like done well.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's very vibrant in colors. It's eye candy.
And like,
have you ever
so
watched?
many
I've
accessories.
never seen it. I don't even know really what the premise is.
Oh,
Although I
Emily
keep
is
hearing
in Paris.
Emily's in Paris.
She's staying. And
Wow.
she begrudgingly went.
Yes.
And it's just like, it's very positive.
everything is good for her.
You always think,
Wow.
you always think, oh my God, how is she going to get out of this dilemma?
And she finds a way. She does every
It all
time.
works out. And
Every
it works
time.
out perfectly.
This is great.
I mean, you know the crazy. I seriously want to go to Paris now. Like
Yeah.
I'm like I need to go. I need to be her. Like
I like all
I'm
the
ready
other
to go to
characters
Emily.
too.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
But I want to meet them when I go to Paris.
And their
Yeah.
outfits are so crazy.
Yeah.
I love this.
Everyone's outfits are ridiculous.
People love the show. I didn't realize it was by the same person that did Sex in the City, but
Yeah.
it makes sense now why
Yeah.
people are so obsessed with it.
Well, Sex in the City was like that because, like, you know, everyone would be like, "Oh, the writing's amazing," but it's not amazing in the writing of like jokes.
No.
it's
Yes.
amazing in that it keeps you captivated.
Yeah.
The stories were so good and they were so like relevant.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Sex in the City had cheese ball on it. You would listen to
Absolutely.
Kim Cattrall be like, more like Goldie cuts, and you're like, this, oh
Yeah.
God, it's just like pun after pun after pun.
Yeah.
It's
yes.
just like the tension is very well, like they're very good at building tension at the perfect times.
Right.
Oh,
And so you're just
love
like,
it.
ooh, are they gonna no? Like, and then they just shift it. It's just like the perfect balance of tension, I think.
I
Yes.
love this. And so
Yeah.
you're like planning a fantasy trip to Paris in your mind.
Oh, I must.
They do
go.
stand up there, but
I
I've heard
know.
that they rip off acts. That's what I heard.
What do you mean?
Oh,
They will
the,
steal. They don't really.
Gilead.
Yeah.
He was like the sign. He was just legitimately ripping off.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that
Really?
they.
I'm gonna do
like
it.
steal your jokes
I'm
kind
gonna,
of
I'm
thing.
gonna steal their jokes. Yeah. Well,
Well, if you
they
guys
Wow.
because it's. I guess it's like a more European. Like the concept is more European to be like, well, that's how I perform that material. You know, like an actor. More. It's like, oh, well, yeah. Like I guess when you're an actor and you're performing a play, you didn't write the
Interesting.
play, but that's not what stand up is.
That's a good I feel like that's just a rationalization for some.
Yeah, it does seem insane to be like, well, it's what?
It's art.
What? That's how I do
That is
Cosby.
crazy.
I never said I wasn't doing Cosby,
No. Yeah.
but I did say I was doing him.
Could you imagine if and here's my new bit.
Now, let me ask you something else. So I didn't drink for like a year and a half just because I was like being supportive to Dan when he wasn't drinking.
Right.
And then I was like, I want to drink at my wedding. So I started drinking again. And you know, it's been good. I've been drinking more lately because I've been smoking less weed. But
Okay.
then you're like, oh, my face is puffy because I had wine last night. And is that what happens? Do you feel that you get puffy the day after you drink?
Yes.
And is it
Um,
every alcoholic beverage?
yes.
Well, here's what I will say. When you quit drinking, if you've been drinking, just consistently,
Yeah.
not a booze bag. When you quit, your face will depuff. And people notice when you're quit drinking.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do look more vibrant.
Oh.
It's enough. It's enough
Yeah.
of a difference, especially if they know what your lifestyle is. I don't think for you, that's something that we would pick up on.
I
think like when you get into your late 30s, then you're like trying to do everything that you can to depuff your face.
Right.
I would not recommend. I mean, I'm at the point now where I'm like, well, I guess if I feel like I'm going to indulge, I have to commit to just being like, well, my face is a little puffed out. But it's also like the things that affect your skin are like, are you hydrated? If you're not drinking enough water, that's going to puff your face out. If you're eating sugar, that will puff your face.
Okay.
So it's like there's a lot going on, but I just say, you know, we're like talking about this, like people spend so much on like Botox and the lasers. It's like, just don't drink, just don't smoke, just don't eat sugar, which is like easier said than done.
Or fluctuate a lot in weight. I think that's another one that's like.
Well, yeah. Also, like when you gain weight, you tend to gain.
I always gain it in the face.
Me too. I gain it right here on the throat. That's right. I got a double. I'm like, my Adam's apple's getting bigger.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah.
But
just get on Ozempic. You're fine.
Yeah, we're all doing.
Yeah. No, so you've been drinking more now, but you've been smoking, because I think smoking pot also affects the face, even though there's no evidence. But it does dehydrate you.
Okay. Yeah.
And it does also, like, if you're taking edibles and stuff, like edibles have other things on them that strain your liver.
Oh.
So it's like, I think that probably. I think that probably interacts with it too.
Well, I was like heavily smoking all the time, but you know, they just put this new label on stuff from dispensaries, and it's like may induce psychosis.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
well, that's only if you already have it. It could just make it come
I'm
out.
like on the verge. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is not what I need to see before I get high. I can't like look at that and then be like,
Oh yeah. Oh, don't look at it when you're high. Yeah.
Right.
you're like owning it, and you're just. I'm like, I can't be smoking every day. Yeah. Like I'm like,
isn't weed a psychosis? Can be categorized in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do feel like people in my past that have smoked a lot have teetered onto the other side.
right?
Of craziness.
Well, I know.
Speaking of crazy, there's no bug here.
No, I'm fine. Well, I do know. Well, I saw fantastic performance of a one-man show by John F. O'Donnell, who is a comic and it's all about his experience with bipolar disorder. And I do recommend if anyone wants to check it out. It's a great show, and I'm so proud of him for working on it. But so he has bipolar type 1, and I know that one of the reasons he would go into psychosis, and it would be triggered from smoking pot.
Yeah.
So I think if you have, I don't think that you can just go psycho from being high.
Right.
But like if you have something.
Yes.
But like people that you talk to, paranoia sets in.
Starts to develop a little. Yeah.
It's just like normal paranoia. You know, like that feeling when you're high, we're like, oh God, everyone's like,
right.
Am I not talking right now? And then you're like, no, you're talking all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think, and also stoners are annoying. I used to be a stoner, and now I'm just kind of annoyed. And it makes me think of that movie, like Reefer Madness. It's like, we actually probably should just criminalize it again because it's too annoying. I'm like, I don't want to be around you with your 1,000 milligram. Okay. You're telling a story and it's stretching into infinity.
I know. Or like, I remember like Kurt Metzger, I've met him like 14 times and he still can't remember my name.
Like,
he's like, Susan. I'm like,
yeah.
I feel like that. Like sometimes people are like pouring their soul out to you, and you're like, you're not even going to remember this. Like, I'll give you my energy, but you're not remembering this. That bothers me.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're crying to you. You're like, I'm here, but like, you're not.
Yeah. That's wild. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's all a balance too.
Fair.
It's all a balance. I don't think that like if you have a glass of wine once in a while, I think you're good.
But I feel like in this hierarchy of drugs, I definitely feel like weed's better than drinking.
I would probably
in the
say that.
healthscape.
Yeah.
Except for edibles though, because edibles will strain your
Oh,
liver.
okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And
know
that's
that
the same
either.
reason that I just learned that somehow.
I was out here thinking edibles were better than smoking.
That's the thing where I think that like people are getting liver problems because they're going too hard on the edibles.
Really?
So
That's
it's
interesting.
better than smoking because it's better on your lungs, I guess. But yeah, it's hard on the liver. But I do think even still it's better than alcohol though.
Yeah, because I just feel like alcohol is so destructive.
It's so destructive.
Yeah.
But I've never been the person that was able to indulge in like, have you ever hung out with somebody that doesn't even drink a full pint of beer and then that's like,
they leave some. You're like, are you okay?
or has a a whole champagne and flute for 8 hours.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And you're just like,
I'm
how?
Like, oh, you don't gulp? Do you not gulp it?
That's crazy.
I agree.
Like that always blew my mind that people aren't finishing their drinks.
No.
Or yeah, even
like financially, like I'd be like, I when I had like a day job, I was like, every sip is $1. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Well, even I remember being in college and having friends being like, I don't think I'm gonna drink at the party. Like, I think I'm not gonna drink tonight. And I would just be like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, I never was that
Why
person
would
that was
you
like, let's just go to hang out.
Yeah. I'd rather go to a movie. I can't do a party by myself. That's why the the holiday parties at the comedy clubs, I cannot do.
Holiday parties are intense because especially for work parties, you have to go and then like even, well, if you're sober, so you don't drink. But then like if you do drink, you have to be careful that you don't drink too much because there's always like somebody at the holiday party that's like hammered. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Or then I'm anchored with the other sober person who might not necessarily have the best personality either. And then I was like this.
Yeah.
There can be two of us.
Yeah.
And I miss the ability to be like, I have to go outside and smoke a cigarette to get away.
Yeah.
I miss that.
I do miss work parties from when I had my day job. Like every year at the holiday party, there was always like one girl who was like 22, 23 who would just, you could see them coming a mile off. You're like, I think Sheena's going to get out of control this year. Like everyone's like doing a pool on who, and you're like, and she fell. Did you have a day job? Were you doing day job?
Yeah,
for a while?
I worked at a coffee shop for a while.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes.
Did you do you do like a holiday party for the coffee shop? You guys like get together and take like shots of espresso
They would
at
have-
like 5 a.m.
They hosted one at like a bar.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
That's fun. Did anyone get out of control?
It was pretty like they had like a crazy holiday party. They hired like a Dolly Parton impersonator. Like, yeah,
That's
what?
fun.
they would have crazy holiday parties. Yeah,
Now you're a New Yorker.
yeah,
And you
You're
don't
a
meet
gal.
a lot
yeah.
in New York.
I was just thinking
And
that
comedy.
today. I was like on the
There's far few-
subway over here. I was like, this is where I used to live around here.
Because I feel like being here
Oh.
for 15 years, I'm like, I'm done. Or you know what I mean?
I feel
Like
you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just doing the same thing over and over
Get
again.
me
out
Because
of here.
it's such a small.
I
You just know every corner of it. And you're like, even when you move, you're like, I guess I'm over here now. I'm living in this weird
Yes.
building I've walked by 17,000 times.
Yeah,
Do you get that?
Yeah.
yeah. It is. I definitely, if I didn't think that New York was the best comedy scene, there's no way that I would still be here.
Oh, where would you go?
I feel like other New Yorkers feel the same way.
Yeah, 100%.
They'd
Yeah.
like to get out, but then it's
I'd like some like quiet. I want to be like quiet. Like I want
really?
space. Yeah.
Would
I
you ever
don't-
go upstate or like Jersey?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. If it's really just like the comedy scene that makes me want to stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's still a necessity,
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, and it's also, don't you find it's like so nice to like have somewhere to go? You know, like, oh my God, like my spot, I got to go run and do my spot. It's like even if you were super successful and you move somewhere else and you had a house or whatever, it's like, wouldn't you still want to like go get out at night and like see people?
No.
No.
I hate interacting with people. Like
Oh.
I
Right.
would prefer
Wow.
like just not talking to anyone.
What's the longest you've gone without talking?
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun journey.
I don't know, because
Silent retreat
I
journey.
live with someone.
Right.
But like
Yeah.
if I don't have shows, then I just won't talk to people.
Then you're just like, no.
How's Dan
Yeah.
with that? Is he the same way, or is he your yang to your
he
yang?
I don't know. He'll like go see his family and stuff.
Yeah.
He's very like family oriented, but I
Mm-hmm.
just like I don't know. I don't like I definitely thrive off of social interactions sometimes, but
Yeah. When it's the right type, it can be really.
Because you do
No.
Twitch, right?
yeah, I stream on Twitch, but
So you interact with Twitch.
yeah, I interact with like people that can't talk back to me.
Yes, that's ideal.
There's
Yeah.
no like I'm never like, wow, I've got nothing to do tonight. Let me hit up a friend. Like that
Yeah.
would it's
You instead,
no.
what's your ideal? Like, what do you do instead?
I would like be like, I'm gonna like watch like I'm gonna binge a shitty TV show.
Yeah.
Walk my dog. and
Oh yeah.
Play some video games.
Do you have like any snackies that you do on your little night in?
Yes, definitely. Like big on the Trader Joe's snackies.
Ooh,
Well,
TJ's.
yes, they have this cheese. It's in the shape of a triangle.
Oh my god, are you talking about the Spanish trio?
The Beecher's cheese. The
Oh,
Beecher's
I haven't
cheddar.
had the Beecher's cheddar.
Highly recommend.
Oh my
It's-
god.
It's got a black wrapper, but
Okay,
there's still some edges.
I've been
Okay, you blew us away.
influenced.
You blew us away.
Yeah.
yeah.
I am like now when I go to News for You on my phone, it just gives me like articles about like Trader Joe's. It's like top 5 Trader Joe's or like Trader Joe mistakes they're pulling from the shelves.
No.
Yeah, it's very dramatic.
Oh my god, I love Trader Joe's so much.
What else do you get there?
I like I like the frozen bags of food that you can just like
Yeah.
put.
Oh yeah.
The fried rice.
Oh my gosh.
Is everything. I like their like frozen pasta. Everything.
And they have
that's
good
just
pizza.
Very quick to make. Yes.
They have good pizzas.
Yeah, I've never been able to indulge in the Trader Joe's universe because there's never been one close by.
Yeah, you've been disenfranchised.
Yeah,
It's not fair.
And it seems stressful because it feels like once you walk in, you're immediately in line.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's like you shop as you
yeah,
move through the
You got to
line.
go in the off hours.
They're
Okay.
not as bad now as like I remember when going to that one in Union Square. Well, it would just feel like mass chaos.
Yeah.
It would. It feels like the Titanic is going down, and you are like going to the lifeboat, but then you're also like trying to like think about what you want for dinner.
Yes.
It's a mess. It's a mess
so,
in there,
The thing is, it's so festive. Like they always have so many new festive themed things.
and they're so friendly in there.
Yeah.
Why are they so
Yes.
friendly?
I think they have good benefits. I really do.
Yeah, but yet they're forming a union. I heard that. Are you pro-union? That's what we get into on Lady Journey. What are you? Who'd you vote for?
I'm pro-union until you have to work with them.
Well,
And then you're like, you can't lift up that box for 1 minute.
you're like, please, I'm hungry. I'm really hungry.
Not for me.
I'm in a union, the Screen Actors Guild, and it does nothing for me.
No,
I
we're just helping Tom Hanks out.
Yeah,
with his
I just pay for
medical
Tom
bills.
Hanks's health insurance.
But that has health insurance, right?
You only get health insurance through SAG if you work 100 days.
And if you're not like
Yeah.
Shannon Doherty rest in peace,
R.I.P.
from 90210,
RIP.
was upset because she wasn't really working when she had breast cancer and it stopped.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's so fucked up to be in the union for years as a contributor and that you don't receive any medical help after when you can't really work.
They'll cut it off. They will cut it off if you have cancer. They don't care. And also, like, working 100 days is insane. Like, I probably have worked.
I've
like,
never worked it consecutively.
I've worked maybe like 25 days in this year. And it's like, I feel like that 100 days, that's a third of the year booking acting work.
No,
like,
that's fucking
who
crazy.
does that?
Yeah.
That's like 5 movies. Anyway.
I feel like
Livid.
acting work is the hardest to like because it's just like audition after audition that you're just like throwing into the abyss and you're like,
you're pissing in the wind.
ugh, it's
No feedback.
Are you doing auditions now? Are you doing some acting?
Yeah,
That's exciting.
it's cool, but
Yeah.
I mean, it just feels like you do self tapes and then you're like, wow, that would be cool, and then you're like, okay,
Nothing. And then you're like, I know the show started filming, but maybe.
no, literally like
Yeah. Well, I just like it for like gambling, you know? It's like you do all that work and then you just get to live in your fantasy and you're like, I think that's probably me.
Do you guys feel
Probably
like
me.
like every TV show I watch, I'm literally like, I bet this was the scene for the self tape.
Oh.
I feel like
yeah.
every show I'm like,
And
this was the audition scene.
Every time I see the audition scene, I'm like, I get why I didn't get it.
You
really get
It's
why
like
I didn't get
Steve
it.
Carell is like climbing the
Yes.
wall. You're like, how is he doing that?
and like they're making crazy choices. I get like you have to make choices, but they're like,
I would bring you in if I was a casting director. I would bring you in for like end of the world, like apocalyptic,
Yes.
like or like if there was some kind of Netflix drama about like you know that like women like roller skating that's like really
Derby?
intense,
Yes.
roller derby.
Yeah.
I'd bring you
Computer
in-
hacking.
Oh,
Yes.
oh my god,
That'd be fun.
hacking.
Computer hacking.
Yeah, or I would bring you in as like maybe like a depressive, but like she gets help. It's like an enlightened.
what is it? Woman Interrupted? Is that it? No,
Woman
it's Girl
Interrupted?
Interrupted.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Woman
Why did
Interrupted.
I make her a woman?
Because you are one. Yeah, that's me.
Woman
It's like woman in her 40s interrupted. Does anyone still care?
Oh yeah, that'd be fun to be a Girl Interrupted.
What roles are you auditioning for?
Honestly, just like some random stuff. It's blanked my mind. There was recently one that like was cool and and they were like, they liked you.
I also picture like
That's good.
you could do. I feel like horror film,
Oh, something
that
scary.
would be fun.
Like X.
a scream queen.
Yeah. What was that? What's her name in the other one? Ruth or something?
They've all been kind of like, lighthearted things.
So funny when they give you an audition, they're like 4 takes, 3 different. She's bold yet shy, and the line is like, "Hi, do you want coffee?" And you're like, "What?" She's bold yet shy, but she's a force, and it's like, "Hey, what's up?"
I know. You're like, "How?"
Hey, what's up? And then you see the show, and it's someone's just like, "Hey, what's up?"
That's
just like a
literally,
normal line
I
read.
feel that
Yeah.
way completely. Like it's literally just people not putting anything behind it at all.
Well, yeah, they want to put you through hoops.
I
wanna
also
put you through
think
hoops.
it's boiled down to looks. Well,
I feel that way too.
there's a few auditions that I've done that I knew some of the people that were in the writer's room. And I was like, why don't they just have this person do it? And of course, I think one of them did. I think it was Jamie Lee. And I was like, I don't understand why I'm auditioning for the part that I feel like Jamie Lee would automatically get.
Oh, yeah.
And she did get it. It was for Crashing.
Yeah. Well, I think actually a part of that is because the casting director has to show like 4 different options, even though they know who they want. But then it's like there's like so many people, like producers.
Yeah.
And like I've actually heard casting stories from people where it was like somebody almost got the job, but then like a different person didn't want them, and they caused like an internal fight. And then like you as the actor, you never find out about that.
Yes.
So you could be like this close to having your entire life change. And then it didn't happen, and you never even heard about it.
Well, I heard
Can you imagine?
somebody told me I was in an internal fight, a light spiff, or for JFL New Faces, and it was between me and Jacqueline Novak, and they brought both of us in. But at the same time, I was like, I don't need to hear that I was almost a choice.
Yeah. And it's weird to directly compare you to another stand-up comedian.
Yeah, it was a little unfair, but I kind of get it. We're just 2 white women maybe close in the same age range.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And good that they chose her too, because she's doing well.
She's amazing. Well, you guys are both amazing, but you're also dissimilar in style and tone.
Yeah.
It's like,
very different.
sorry, we can
style,
only
I
have
feel.
one.
But
woman.
it was like when sometimes people tell you, we were going to give it to you, but we decided, like you were so close.
I feel like that's worse.
I had that happen. I got almost a writing job, and then the last moment they told me they hired too many white people. And then I was like, oh my God, that was the only time I came close to something. And it was like, I don't need to hear the reason. And also, and it was 5 minutes later that they told me that I was like, why would you say that?
That's an insane thing to say. That's a crazy thing to send in an email.
How did you not know?
They sent that in an email?
No, in
they
text.
said it in a text. Yeah.
But that's still crazy.
I know. That's like, it's like, what's the professionalism that's going on here? It's like, hey,
it felt borderline cruel, but I don't think it is. I just think it's just the way that
it's
the
the
world
way
works.
it is.
in this
Yeah.
entertainment industry works.
Yeah, but it's still
And there's no I didn't have any bitterness, but it was one of those things like how so fucking funny that was the one time I was close, and then like 5 minutes later just taken away. But also, I don't need to hear reasons.
No, you never do. It's nice to know that you're close to something, because it's like, it's a good sign.
And
it's a good sign you're on the right path.
My friend says it's seeing birds, meaning like if you're out in sea and you see birds, it means you're near land.
I love that. It's like, just hang on to something.
Yeah, but
you saw birds. You saw birds.
Yeah, but you're like, how many
But are
times
they
am I
real
going to
birds?
see birds? Yeah, are they real? Am I hallucinating? Like, did I smoke?
Was it a turkey?
Yeah.
What kind of fucking bird was it? Was it a roast turkey?
But
anyway,
like, you don't know.
You never know.
That's the
Yeah.
infuriating
It's a
part.
mindfuck.
There's no
Yeah.
feedback.
I know.
But there's feedback on this, and please keep commenting. Yeah, I know.
Getting better audio.
It's so funny. I know we're working on it. Well, it's so funny where we're in like 2 worlds where it's like there's no feedback, and then everything online is all feedback. And then
much
when you get feedback, you're like, oh, I actually didn't want
That's
that.
enough.
Yeah.
I never wanted it.
Not
Yeah.
for you. Yeah.
Natalie, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us
you for
today.
having me.
You were
Yes,
an elegant and beautiful guest.
Oh, thank you.
So well comported.
Oh my God.
Where can everyone find you and find your? Well, I don't even actually know what Twitch is, but maybe people will follow you on
Yes. Well, everything is at Natalie Cuomo except Instagram at Natalie Cuomo _ and my Twitch is twitch.tv/Natalie Cuomo.
And say what Twitch is for the other people that don't know. Do you know what it is?
Boomers. It's
Is
mainly a gaming, live gaming
it's like
where
a
you
live
interact.
stream.
You play games, but then you're like giving a podcast also, or you're like out of my way.
It's like if you were doing this, but there was a live chat that you were also interacting with.
Yeah,
So you're like-
we can do this like a lot. I did Twitch with the At Home Film Festival. You can stream on 3 different platforms at the same time. So we're doing StreamYard, YouTube, and then Twitch all at the same time.
Oh,
And you can through StreamYard. I think you can interact with all the comments or something like that.
I see. I thought you had to be
but
like
it's very-
playing a game.
That's what it was originally for, but some people have parlayed it into other things like little mini night shows.
By the
tonight
way,
shows.
there's this girl. She just has been streaming for 3 years straight, 24/7.
Oh, really?
And it's crazy.
Very
She just
interesting.
puts it on like while she's sleeping, while she's
Yes.
driving somewhere. It's so crazy.
Wow,
she
her
just-
phone's never died. I admire
what
that. Yeah.
plan is that?
It
Yeah.
is literally. It's so crazy.
That
I
is
love
really
this.
weird,
It's
but-
like an art piece.
It is an
At a
art.
certain
Yeah.
It's like
point where
Marina
you're like-
Abramovich. Like
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
crazy.
I thought you said Lorena Bobbitt. I was like, in what? In what way?
I mumbled the last name because I'm not fully sure how many vowels are in it.
Abramovich.
Abramovic.
Abramovich.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should do Twitch, but for like a short game like Wordle. Like,
yes.
here we go. We're going in. Okay. Ghost. I always start with Ghost.
Do you start with Ghost?
No, I change it every time.
No.
Sometimes I do Dream. Sometimes I do Virus because I feel if I change it every time, I'm more likely to get it and less.
I start every day with Stare.
I'm going to try that
With
one tomorrow.
Stare.
ARE. Okay. Okay.
What about you, Sarah?
I don't play Wordle.
Wow.
I don't know why I don't. It's something I probably would enjoy because I like word stuff like
Yes,
that. But
yes.
I like the arrogance that you said with it. You're like, I don't
play Wordle. I scroll through TikTok.
I don't play Wordle. And with that, Lady Journey.
Lady Journey.